Act 2. Middle/confrontation. Act 2 is the development act, also called the confrontation. This is where you tell your main story, show your characters in action as they pursue their goals, and show how their experiences develop them. This development is shown first in the beginning of Act 2 at the focal point 1. Focal point 1 is where you plant the seed of change in your protagonist. Focal point 2, which occurs towards the end of Act 2, is where that seed blooms, and we see how much your character has changed. All the elements you introduced in Act 1 are shown in Act 2, working with and against each other. These acts will see your protagonist getting stronger, the obstacles he faces getting tougher, and your protagonist getting to a point of no return. Point of no return, also called midpoint or halfway point, is the point in your story where a protagonist makes the decision to commit totally to the quest. Here, something happens that will make them reassess and consider giving up the quest, but they will make the decision to continue. This something doesn't have to be big or dramatic. The halfway point occurs in the middle of Act 2. If your protagonist was a victim before, after the point of no return, he will start hitting back. If he was not in control of his life before, after the midpoint, he will take more decisive control of his life. The midpoint is a point of positive change in the protagonist, or negative if the growth is heading towards that direction. It all depends on your story. After the crisis in Act 1, your protagonist made a decision to find a solution to the problem created by the inciting incident. That problem is further developed through conflict in this act. The first decision your protagonist makes is usually wrong, but he doesn't know it yet. The painful realization usually occurs at the climax at the end of Act 2, the second plot point. Plot point 2, also called the moment of truth, occurs at the end of Act 2 and moves your story to Act 3. It's called the moment of truth because here it usually seems like all hope is lost, but your protagonist will discover something crucial that will change everything. Plot point 2, also known as the turning point, is normally a major setback for your main character. He or she will confront their biggest obstacle and is defeated. This will give him or her a major sense of failure, but after experiencing the moment of truth, he or she will gain the clarity to continue, and it's with this clarity of purpose they enter Act 3. Back to our couple example. The story continues as they enter Act 2. At the end of Act 1, our couple made a decision to get rid of the body. So now, they are driving around with a body in the trunk of their car, dodging police and other obstacles, while looking for a perfect spot to get rid of the body. While they drive around in the car, the tension escalates as old resentments rear their ugly heads. The couple, who was supposed to be working together as a team, are divided. They argue heatedly as everyone airs their grievances at the same time. Here, we learn that their perfect life was not as perfect as they had us believe at the beginning of the story. The husband cheated first. His wife forgave him while secretly carrying on her revenge behind his back. The argument turns to a screaming match. The husband can't take it anymore. He stops the car suddenly and storms out. His wife leaves the car too. They storm off in different directions to go cool off. After some minutes, they return to find their car stolen. Whoever stole the car doesn't know there's a body in the trunk. They will eventually find out, and when they do, they are going to abandon the car. If the police finds the car, they will trace it back to the couple. The couple must find the car before the police finds it. The problem escalates. The couple, after much deliberation, decide to split up and look for the car separately. The husband's search leads him to a seedy and dangerous neighborhood. Some local gangsters mistake him for a cop and jump him. They beat him up. When they discover that he is not a cop but rich, they decide to kidnap him and ask his wife for a ransom. The wife, still searching, finds the car abandoned in a dark alley somewhere in the city. Triumphant, she calls her husband. His phone rings, no answer. She calls again, no answer. She starts to panic. After a while, she forces herself to calm down and make a decision. She has two options: get rid of the body by herself or go look for her husband. While thinking, her phone rings. A private number. She answers. The gangsters tell her that they have her husband and will kill him if she doesn't pay them. She has 1 hour to bring the money to their hideout. The line dies. In this moment of truth, the wife realizes that she still loves her husband very much and don't want anything to happen to him. She makes a firm decision to save him at all costs. She can't go to the police with a dead body in the trunk of her car. Getting rid of the body first is not an option because she has 1 hour to save her husband and the clock is ticking. She needs a plan. She checks the trunk of the car. The body is still there. She enters the car to go meet the gangsters.